Welcome, it's Beth with Creative Learning Society. Welcome to week number 5 of 52 weeks of team building. You may notice that I'm coming to you in a different location this week because you will find that over these 52 weeks that I am going to encourage you to get out of the box. Not just think outside the box, but to literally get out of the box. Meaning, leave your office, get outside. It's amazing what a little bit of sunshine and fresh air will do for you and your team. So, I want everyone to get outside this week or when you decide to do this next challenge. It is a lot of fun and it is super easy to prepare for and it can cost little to nothing. So here we go. We are going on a bear hunt, essentially a scavenger hunt that you set up for your team. There are 2 ways that you can set the scavenger hunt up, and I will go through both of them with you. And as always, you can go to my website, www.creativelearningsociety, and you will find the learning tools that you can download and use for your team, along with this video, so you can watch it over and over and over again because you love it so much. You can find it there as well. So, what is the bear hunt? First thing you're going to do is print out at least 12 bear pictures. So I've got a little printable that I will include in the blog post with one sheet. It's 4 bears on one sheet, and you can print 3 of these, or 3 sheets, so you get 12 bears and you cut them out. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is number all of your bears. Okay, you're going to want to number all of these bad boys so you can keep track of how many you have. Now, I think 12 is the optimum number for this. If you have a really large group, you can always add more than 12, or if you have a really small group, maybe 7 would be a good place to start. So, print and number your bears. Then find a place where you want to adventure outside. It can be a park. It could be a business area like a town center, like Sugar Land Town Center. It could be the parking lot where your building is. You could do a mixture of the inside of your building and the outside of your building. Do more outside. But you can find a place that works for you. Now, here's where the 2 different versions of the game come in. In version 1, you are locating 12 different hiding spaces for these little bad boys. You're writing down where you've put them, because if you are hiding these, yes, someone's eventually going to have to go and pick them up. And if you're like me, you might forget where you left them. So make sure you write down where you put them because you are hiding these. That's version 1. And you will hide all of these before you call your team out to meet you. So they're nice and they're hidden, and you've got your little list of where everything is located. When your team arrives, make sure you tell them to all bring a phone. Set them into teams. So 2 people in teams work really well for this challenge. You could do 3, but I would discourage you from doing teams larger than 3 because eventually someone's going to get lost in the shuffle and they will not be involved. They'll just end up tagging along. Now tell your team that their goal is to find all 12 of the bears. They're going on a bear hunt. When they find a bear, simply pull out a phone and snap a photo of the bear to show that they have found him. Now, if you want to give them some clues along the way, give them the opportunity to use a lifeline where they can contact you and then you can give them a clue. That means they can text you, they can call you, and you can give them a clue if they're having a challenge. If you want to make this more team dependent and less dependent on you as the leader, then let them use lifelines to where they can contact other teams that are also looking for the same bears. Now, with that said, you can do a couple of things with this. If you want to say, hey, everybody, go find these bears, you have 30 to 35 minutes to find them. But the first team that arrives back with all 12 photos of the bears, then you can do it that way and set it up like a competition. If you don't want to set it up like a competition and you just want to reward every team that finds all 12, then you can do it that way as well. Now, I will tell you that in all of the scavenger hunts I have done, there are multiple ones where it is not a time constraint. It is not about being first, but no matter what I do or what I say, it always seems like everybody turns it into a challenge. Like, I got to get back the fastest. I think that's almost human nature and what we are used to. So if that happens, don't worry. It's just human nature, and continue moving on with the game. So in version 1, you hide all these little suckers. You write down the location, and then you send your team out on a photo scavenger hunt to find all of these guys. And when they get back, either the first person back with all 12 or every team that finds all 12 within the 30 to 35 minutes, they get a reward. Make it small: a Starbucks gift card, Hershey's bar, a get out of jail free card. Like if they show up to work 10 minutes late or back from lunch 10 minutes late, they can present their get out of jail free card. That would be one of my favorites. So whatever makes your team tick, whatever floats their boat, tie that kind of reward to this game. Now, in version 2, the difference between version 1 and version 2, in version 1, you're going to hide all these suckers. But in version 2, if you are in a place and you're not certain that if you hide all of these, one, they'll stay where they're hidden. Maybe you're not sure if you're allowed to hide little bears all over the place, then you can do version 2 of this game. Same instance, I want you to, prior to the game, a little bit of prep goes a long way, walk the area that you are going to be doing the game in, and I want you to write down 12 places where you want your little bear photographed, okay? 12 different places at least. If you have a larger group, you can certainly add more, but I would start with 12 different places, okay? Write down where you want those to be, and you're going to write a clue to go along with that location. You will then, when your team assembles, give each of your team a couple of these guys. And the reason why I say a couple is because I was doing this earlier today and taking some photos, and the wind took a couple of them with them. So give them a couple of these. They can write their team name instead of the number. They can write their team name on the bear. And then give them the list of clues. So in turn, they are going to use the clues to find the locations where you want the photograph of the bear taken. Give them the same time limit, 30 to 35 minutes. Give them the same time limit, 30 to 35 minutes, and then turn around and reward them again for everybody who finishes the entire 12 locations. In this one, or in version 2 of this game, I particularly like having the teams use their lifelines with the other teams before they use them with you. It encourages a lot of healthy team communication, and it encourages them to start relying on each other. They don't always have to rely on their leader to get information or for help. So that's why I like this version of the game. So the biggest difference between, again, version 1 and version 2, in version 1, you're hiding all these guys and then telling them to go find them. In version 2, you are giving them a list of clues that indicate where you want the photographs taken of the bear. They get the bear in the beginning, and then they have to find the location and photograph the bear, excuse me, in that location. Either way, it's a really fun, simple game, and it's active and it's exciting and it can be challenging, and it just gets them in a different environment. The whole idea of stepping outside into the sunshine and the fresh air, as long as Mother Nature is cooperating, it's always the key. And especially in Texas, guys, I know it's hard, but if Mother Nature is cooperating, being outside for a team builder can be so refreshing. I encourage you guys to please take your team on a bear hunt when the weather is beautiful outside. As always, if you are ever planning an outdoor activity, have a backup plan. just in case Mother Nature decides to poo-poo on your original outdoor activity. So thank you again for watching. This is episode 5 of 52 weeks of team building. You can find all of the goodies that go along with this tutorial on my website at www.creativelearningsociety.com. I will see you guys soon. Next week, it's week number 6, and I have a big, colorful surprise. Y'all have a great week. Bye.